Alright, what's good everybody? G-Funk here. Gonna do quick prediction video, and I do mean quick because my daughter's taking a nap, so I'm gonna try and sneak it in before she wakes up. And it's the heavyweight fight this weekend. We got Bermane Stiverne versus Deontay Wilder, coming from the MGM Grand, I believe. Yep, in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's gonna be a good fight, man. This has been a long time since I've been excited for a heavyweight fight. Basically, I'm excited because it's not Vladimir Klitschko. I can't stand that guy. I wish he would just go away, or hopefully the winner of this fight can go on and put that fool to sleep because I can't stand the way he fights. But anyway, this video ain't about him. It's about the fight between, like I said, Stiverne and Wilder. I'm gonna do a quick tale of the tape. Start with the challenger first. We got Deontay Wilder, 29 years old. He is an orthodox fighter. 6'6.5", 32 wins, no losses, no draws, 32 knockouts. Impressive record. He hasn't had the stiffest of competition, but hey, it is what it is. He's knocked everybody out. Bermane Stiverne, 36 years old, orthodox fighter, 6'2", 24 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, and 21 knockouts. So he's got a lot of knockouts as far as how many fights he's had. He's got a 85% knockout percentage. 80%, and that's pretty high too. It's not like Deontay Wilder where he's knocked everybody out, but it's pretty high up there. One thing I want to say before I get started, I did watch the All Access on this fight, and thought it was pretty good, pretty entertaining. Even though Stiverne is kind of a calm guy, cool guy, or like the late Stuart Scott would say, cool as the other side of the pillow. I kind of like that in fighters. I don't really like too much of the trash talk. I don't mind it as long as they're funny. You got to be funny. Don't be corny or repeat things from the past or anything like that. As long as you're funny and original with your trash talk, I don't mind it. But it was sort of a breath of fresh air from watching Pacquiao or watching especially Mayweather. Because I can't stand watching this guy on All Access. I just can't do it. I don't mind watching him fight. I have no problem with that. It's just I can't stand seeing the same thing over and over again on these All Access. So, and like I said, it's a breath of fresh air. I thought it was pretty good. Actually got me a little bit pumped for the fight. There was a piece that really did get to me, and I'll explain why I say that after I'm done with my prediction. But there was a little piece of the All Access that really I related to. So, we'll talk about that, like I said, after my prediction. So I'm going to just go ahead and break this thing down real quick. I see in Deontay Wilder, obviously we see the guy, he's got knockout power. Really, like I said, he really hasn't stepped up in competition yet. So we have yet to see if he can bring that power up to the the elite level of the heavyweight division. And really, it's still, the heavyweight division is still kind of thin, as far as elite goes. Really, you can only say Vladimir Klitschko, and that's it. But Stiverne is a champion, and I do think Stiverne is good, and I do think that he's a notch above Deontay Wilder in my opinion. But Wilder is a guy, like I said, he has all knockouts on his record. Very long, very athletic. We saw that on the All Access. He's slam dunking balls and dancing all around, things like that. You don't see guys that size move like that and do those sort of things unless you're top athlete or something like that, like an NBA player or something. You see guys like Bryant, LeBron James, those guys around those height, they run up and down and jump all the time. So the guy does have tremendous athleticism, and but there's something different. That's something different from boxing. You don't have to be that athletic to be a great boxer, but it doesn't hurt. But at the same time, I kind of question Wilder's, like I said, his competition. Obviously, his chin. I've heard people say that he's been knocked out multiple times in the amateurs, and that's kind of scary to hear because you do wear headgear in the amateurs, and if you were still to get knocked out, I mean, I've sparred rounds with headgear on, and believe me, it's a lot different than getting hit with no headgear. And you know, that's the thing. Whether his chin is there or not, we'll definitely find out. But you know, I would like to see him utilize his reach and his athleticism in the ring. Maybe try to kind of fight off the back foot a little bit. I know people are probably going to say, well, he's probably going to come forward and get the knockout. I don't think that would be very smart for him to just come straight forward at Stiverne, because he is a good counter puncher. So I would like to, you know, see him in and out a little bit, try not to push the issue too much. You know, he hasn't gone many rounds out of all of his fights, so I wouldn't like him to just rush in there and just blow his whole wad early in the fight and be dead, because, you know, then he's going to be in no man's land and he's going to drown in later rounds. So, you know, I would like to see him pace himself, use his jab, his reach, try to get in and out, and, you know, obviously look for that big right hand to land at some point. As far as Stiverne goes, I think he's definitely more polished than Deontay Wilder is. Very good counterpuncher. I mean, you could just see the difference in the skill set. I mean, to me, Stiverne is more of a natural when it comes to boxing than Stiverne. You could just really tell by the way he works out. You see him on the speed bag. I mean, it looks like it's, like I said, it's natural to him. The pads, the combinations that he throws are very sharp. You know, you can see him on the All Access whipping those left hooks in there. I mean, those things are short and sweet, man. And those are the type of punches that I like to see punchers throw. Very nice, crisp and compact shots that get there in between the wide shots. I believe that's something that he's going to try to take advantage of with Deontay Wilder and those long arms. Sometimes he doesn't come straight down the pike. You know, you see him, you know, a little bit wide with his punches sometimes. And look for Stiverne to jump on that. Plus, I think Stiverne, I mean, you know, he's fought a few good heavyweights. You know, obviously we all know that he fought Areola and knocked him out in the last fight and broke his nose the first fight and dominated him. But, you know, Areola's, I mean, he's pretty decent. But to me, I mean, you could just see that Stiverne is a lot more seasoned to me and a lot more skilled, experienced too. So basically what I'm saying here, I'm going to make this video kind of short because I don't have a lot of time. But I do think that Stiverne is going to win this fight, and I think he's possibly going to win by late stoppage. Although I said that I would like to see Wilder be patient. You know, he could find, you know, some success early in rounds because Stiverne is very patient early on. So, you know, there's an opportunity for him to get carried away and get excited and, you know, possibly punch himself out early and then, you know, drown in the later rounds. And that's what I think is possibly going to happen. And I think Stiverne's going to catch him with something big and something that he doesn't see, probably. And, you know, I just think that, like I said, Stiverne, I think he's just a few notches better than Wilder is. But, you know, hey, this is boxing and heavyweight boxing. We know it's always one punch away from being over. And, you know, Deontay, he could land that big right hand and the fight could be over, you know. But, you know, I'm just giving you my honest prediction on it. I'm going to go with Stiverne. And to mention on what I had said earlier in the video where I talked about how something in the All Access I related to was that they covered Deontay Wilder's daughter and her story when she was born with you know, complications or what have you. I can relate to that. You know, my daughter also was born with complications. You know, I spent 6 weeks, me and my wife, in the hospital with her when she was first born. So to see Wilder talk about what happened to his daughter and to see them, you know, go through what they had to go through, man, I could definitely relate. You know, I've been there, man, and done that. And to see the emotion, that's definitely something that I've been through too, you know. So, you know, that's something that like I said, I related to, and that I feel is pain, and I've gone through that, and I'm still going through that today. But so what I'm trying to say to you guys is that my mind, I'm gonna pick Stiverne because I think he's more skilled, and my heart is gonna be with Wilder in this one, just because I feel him on that little part of his life right there. And you want to pull for someone like that who's been through a lot, because I mean it's a lot. Trust me. If you don't, if you never had a child with something like that happen to them, I mean it's really a lot to take in. And you want to pull for people like that because they've been through so much. So there's my pick there, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this thing off. Go ahead and get at me. Let me know what you think. This is G Funk, and I'm out.